Yeah, yeah, oh, yeah. Yeah. Born and dead, saved by love, count my blessings from above. Though in darkness, have no fear. Light will shine on those holding near. They know that sorrow they will pass. For I know in this life there will be something. But remember that love, yes it will. Love will reign. Yeah. Love will reign. Yeah. In my heart, I believe it. Love will reign. Oh, yeah, yeah. Have a vision, it's clear and plain. People living life, smiling again. Oh, see the children, they know no pain. Far from pressure, stress and strain. Oh, sorrow, they will pass. For I know in this life there's gonna be some pain. But remember that love, yes it will. I know. Yeah. Love will reign. Gotta believe it. In my heart, I truly believe. Sun will shine again, and love, I can hardly wait. We'll all be together. There'll be peace, peace, sweet peace, happiness and joy forever. Oh, yeah. One day, someday, hate will be over and love
Love Will Reign. I love that song, and I love Kiera Coleman Ward for sharing it with us and allowing us to utilize it as our Love and Stuff theme. I played the entire song, and I know it's long, but I want not only for people to hear about Kiera Coleman Ward's fantastic music, which you should go out and get, but I want you to hear the message that love will reign. And what a fitting message, excuse me, for Love and Stuff community. And I had to thank, first off, thank everybody for all of the wonderful. You made me feel amazing yesterday. I feel amazing. Tracy Robinson, Rakiba Dismuke, one of my favorite city colleagues. Oh, I better not say favorite. I don't want to get in trouble. Thank you, Darren Williams. I'm going to mention you in 1 minute. I am. Jonathan Robinson, Rashida the Glam Doctor, and everybody else who is here, whether you are on Love and Stuff community page from which we emanate, the Marcus R. Holmes page, the Twitch TV, Twitter, YouTube events, wherever you are watching us, thank you so much for watching. We are back to getting close to the 8:30 time and trying to keep it to an hour. We've sprung into spring, and so we're back to our regular time. I hope you will take a moment and click share, tag 5 of your closest connections, 5 of the more popular connections, because I've got something that I've got to share that I haven't shared. June Rochelle Eaton, one of my high school buddies who I love dearly. I love all these people that are coming in, so I don't want to make it seem I don't love somebody more than the other. But June, that's one of my buddies, and she's a entrepreneur whose commercial I'll play in a minute. If she gets a chance, I'll swipe her in to tell you a little bit about the fashions at Detroit Couture. June, I know you love me more. I tell people my friends love me. My friends are better friends than I could ever hope to be. And that's one of the things that I want to talk about. But June, Rochelle, we go way back like flat tires. I know that if Autumn sees this, she's going to say that's so cornball. But we go way back, as I do with a number of these people. But she has always been in my corner, and I'm always been in her corner. And she is a kick behind business owner, as is Rashida the Glam, Dr. Williams, and others. All right. I got to share something that I want to share. I am 53, 53 years old. Who gonna check me, boo? As what's the Real Housewife? That's it, Cherie Whitfield. Who gonna check me, boo? Both my parents are sleeping with the ancestors. Who gonna check me? I'm 53, and I just have to share this. Now, some of you may already know. I don't think you do, but some of you may already know. I have to share this. But before I do, I want to tell you that your calls, your visits, your text, your cash apps, your cards, your food, lunch, breakfast, lunch, dinner, your words of encouragement, your post, your likes, your inboxes warm me up, which is why I feel like I'm on the right track with the gratefulness journey. Because if I can make other people feel the way you made me feel yesterday on my birthday, then the gratefulness journey every day and the Gratitude Stations app that I'm working on will be a game changer for our world, because that is what I want people to do. I want people to feel as amazing as I felt yesterday. And I want to feel that way every day. But I realize birthdays, at least for me, are special, which is why you often see me do posts around birthdays, because they're very special to me. And particularly for me, and those of you that will know, both my parents, best friend, 4 of my 5 siblings are sleeping with the ancestors. And I had great trepidation about growing old, which I want to grow old. I want to be 94 and still driving if the Lord tarries and does not come back, right? And if he comes back, please take me with you, right? I want to go with him. But I want to live a long time. But I had trepidation about getting to my 41st birthday because I had siblings that didn't quite make it to 41, 42, right? And a best friend who didn't make it to 40. And so I had great trepidation about aging. And then in the last year, I experienced COVID personally, and it has impacted some of the underlying conditions. So there are longer term impacts and effects from COVID, but I'm believing healing is my portion. It's the children's bread. And I believe total recovery, right? but birthdays are especially important to me because they're the celebration of life. And I've had a chance to have 53 of them. And I feel amazing. Someone teased me and said, "You don't look a day over 35." I said, "If I could give you a raise, I would." I love it. And I'm grateful to be able to be here and to share with you. And I am learning more and more as I move toward uh, get older. I'll use that word, that you have to walk and live and be in your truth. You have to be the best of who you can be, the best of who you are. And so I want to be that. And you may know that we are on a gratefulness journey inside Love and Stuff. It's all about a self-care journey on these 12 months that we are more intentional about our self-care. And self-care has become very important for me because I realized that when I was being a caregiver for my mother, bless her memory, Princess Irene Holmes, that I was trying to take great care of her. I may not have done the best job. I tried to do the very best that I could. She was a career nursing professional. And so she had high standards. So that was tough, but she's a princess. I should have known, right? Princess, high standards, right? But I tried my best. And I remember one time, actually, the last time before she went in the hospital, she said, "You have been a great son and you've done a great job." And that meant a lot to me. I didn't know it would be the last thing that she would really be saying to me, but uh, I had not done a great job of caring for myself. And after immediately following that, I started having heart palpitations. I started having shortness of breath, and it freaked me out, quite frankly. And I called a dear friend who is like a sister, Cora. I hope Cora comes through here tonight. And I said, "Meet me at Harper Hospital." I was determined I wasn't going to Sinai Grace. I love you if you work for Sinai Grace. I am mad at you, but I wasn't going there. I drove probably a good, I'm going to say, guess 8.2 miles to a hospital where I felt that I would be able to be okay. And it's a hospital where Cora worked when she was working. And I met a doctor there, Dr. I almost called him Gehazi. Now I can't call him a doctor's name, Dr. Gardy. And he took my hand and said, "I'm not going to let you die. You're not dying. You're not having a heart attack. You're not having a heart attack like your siblings have had heart attacks. That is not going to be your end." He said, "Look at me. You're going to live." And sure enough, so far I have. There were some procedures that we had to go through. And he literally walked me through those procedures. Now he's a specialist, so I don't even know, what the insurance costs to have the specialist walk through the procedure with you. But when I went to sleep, Cora was on one side of the door and she said, "You're going to be fine." The anesthetist or anesthesiologist, one of the two, said, "Oh, you're going to be fine." And he said, "Can you still hear my voice?" And I can still hear your voice, and I can feel that you're putting a needle in me. They said, "Oh, we got to knock you out more." And when I came to, the doctor pat my hand. He said, "You're fine." He said, "I didn't see a thing." He said, "The only thing we're going to do is make sure we work at this blood pressure." So that was one of the things. And self-care has been a challenge. And this is the thing that I want to share, which I have never shared before. And I want you to click share so that you can share this with other people, because I've never shared this before. I've never spoken it aloud before. And maybe subconsciously I knew it, but I had not spoken it before. And just before I speak it aloud, because June is here, I want to just sneak in because I'm going to be sharing some pre-recorded content. But I want to share, June is one of our partners. We love Detroit Couture. We love what she is doing. We love what she does to make women feel amazing. It is not lost on us that there are 77% of women in Love and Stuff, and the 23% of men. We got women in our life that we want to look and feel amazing. Because if you feel amazing, ladies, you can make us feel amazing. And so I want to just share this with you, Detroit Couture.
Hi, my name is June Rochelle, and I own Detroit Couture. We are a fashion forward women's boutique, and we offer friendly sizes from small all the way up to 3X women's sizes, very generously fit, very great quality. I actually have on one of our pieces today. It's called the Cuffed Up. It's in gray, burgundy, and black and olive, and it actually has a lot of stretch and give. So listen, in this time, we try to make sure that first of all, it's quality and customer service that we offer our clients. And I'm so glad to have this opportunity to share with you. So go and visit us at DetroitCouture.com.
DetroitCouture.com is where you should go. Now, that is, we got to get some new video from you, June, because I don't think the Cuffed Up is available, but it's probably not in season right now. But if you go to Detroit Couture here on Facebook, or if you're on other platforms, come on Facebook or go to DetroitCouture.com, go on TikTok, you're going to see June modeling many of the things. And these are amazing pieces, ladies. She is Detroit born, reared, raised, but she's world class. She can ship around the world. And I'm telling you, you want to support June and Detroit Couture. I'm trying to work up a partnership just to be on her level because I want to do a mock wedding. She also has a bridal salon. Listen, ladies, gentlemen, if you're thinking about getting married, after you see the stuff that she has, you're going to want to get married. And not just for the day, but you're going to want to be that person every day. Can you imagine yourself living a life inside of yourself that reflects who you are on the outside every day? That's what Detroit Couture stands for. And I want you to shop well with June Rochelle Eaton. She will do you well. DetroitCouture.com. She's a partner to our Love and Stuff community, and we absolutely love her. And we're biased. We've loved her for many, many years. So that should bode well that over the years, June has always been about quality. She's always been about helping people. And that's one of the things I love about her and DetroitCouture.com. Okay. I had to do that little break because I'm sharing, like I said, I hadn't shared this before. Thank you, Brenda Bracewell. Thank you, Karen Poole. And Karen, I'm gonna mention your name in a minute because you're reminding me of something by saying the best host on social media. You are just the best in the community, and I've underutilized you, and I'm gonna tell you why in just a minute. Because I have to share. I'm leading this journey, and I gotta share something that I think is revelatory to you, or I hope it is. Thank you, Michelle Johnson, for joining us. Ursula Mary Bird, I love me some Ursula. Kevin Stewart, all of you have been amazing people in my life. Thank you. There you go, Karen Poole. I'm telling you, underutilized, underserved. That Karen Poole. I'm telling you. Love you all. Brenda Bracewell, for the love of justice, all of you. Birthday greetings. You made me feel amazing, and that's how I want to make other people feel. And that's why I feel like I'm on the right track with the gratefulness journey. Sometimes it's tedious going down that journey because people like the salacious topics. They don't really like the topics that are about getting in a place where you can walk every day. So I know I'm not the licensed therapist, but I'm telling you, this gratefulness journey stuff is real. All right. I just have to tell you. Before I tell you that. I have to tell you how amazing our community is. We have amazing people in the community. We have Christina Powerful Money Tools, LLC. She has given away vouchers to help people build their credit in the Love and Stuff community. Some people had low credit scores. Now they're getting homes. June also does homes. Look, Christina will help you get your credit ready so that June can help you get financed, right? Christina's been helping women especially, but helping people get their financial footing. And listen, we are seeing recessive patterns. We want to make sure we have our stuff together and our lock tight. And Christina, the money coach, is who you want to have.
Welcome to Powerful Money Tools, LLC. At Powerful Money Tools, we are here to prepare for your future. we want to talk about financial freedom. Financial freedom is budgeting, credit building, and also financial education. So, once again, welcome to Powerful Money Tools LLC. We can't wait to help you in your financial future.
I didn't specifically tell you that both Detroit Couture, if I forgot already that I did. Both Detroit Couture and Powerful Money Tools LLC have been sponsors for Love and Stuff. They have given vouchers, they have given clothes, they have given gifts, is what I was trying to say, to members in the Love and Stuff community. And I meant to say that with Detroit Couture that we've done giveaways of their stuff, right? And they have graciously done that without asking me to promote them. So it wasn't even a deal. They said, yep, what you're doing, Marcus, what you need, and did it. So I have to say thank you, June. Thank you, Christina, for believing in the Love and Stuff community and believing in me enough to give away gifts. You've done many things for folks in our community, and I have to say thank you. I'm doubling back to say thank you to everybody for how amazing you made me feel yesterday. I see Vonda Langford Allen coming in the room, and her post brought me to tears because you know why it brought me to tears? Because when people who you've known over the years, they know you. They know you. And when people who know you say good things about you, they don't have to make up things. It just resonates down in your soul. So I was filled with tears much of yesterday. And like I said, I felt amazing. I still feel amazing. I don't know if you're getting the energy, but I do. And it led me to this, that I had to share this, being the facilitator of the Love and Stuff community. I have to share this. Yes, June and Christine. Yes, they will help you, Tracy. They will help you. Yes, they will. Make sure you connect with them. They will help you. If you don't believe me, ask Ingrid Poole. She wouldn't mind me saying her name. Other people might not want their business out there. Ingrid is saving and changing the game for her life, and we all could step up our financial game. And hey, get those resources. But feel amazing. And I had to share this. So inside Love and Stuff is about 70 people inside the group of 4,000. All of you can join. All you have to do is go to the page, go under groups, join the group inside Love and Stuff. So you got to go to the Love and Stuff page, click under groups, join. You can join Sports Talk, but you can also join inside Love and Stuff. And you'll get to meet people face to face who are inside Love and Stuff and who are going on the self-care journey with us for 12 months. Okay. There's no cost. We ask you to purchase the self-care ebook, which is $9.99. Each month we come together and discuss our journey in the month. And I invite different people who have subject matter resources or expertise in specific areas. We had Corey from BFit from Washington, D.C., who you may have seen on Ready to Love, Ready of one of those. He was one of the characters on there. I hate to say word character, but he has his own fitness company. He gave us a 6-minute ab workout. And we try to bring different people to talk to us about different things. April is about setting healthy boundaries. And I have not ever shared this, but I need you to know it. I need you to know that I have struggled with setting healthy boundaries. You're saying that ain't no big news. Let me tell you how big it is. Rashida, the Glam Doctor, is here. And she will tell you that I have never really allowed people to celebrate me. I mean, people will do things for me. People are kind. But I've not allowed people into a certain place to be able to celebrate me in a certain way. I had to share that. because I know that something special was being planned, and it kind of freaked me out at first. And I mentioned Darren earlier because Darren has just been installed as the pastor of the First Baptist Church of Okmulgee, if I said it correctly, in Oklahoma. And I was freaking out because I couldn't be there. I couldn't be there because I didn't set a healthy boundary for the things that were happening at work. Some will say I'm a workaholic. I don't really believe that I'm a workaholic. But something that someone said in a birthday greeting yesterday made me think of it. They said, you're the hardest working, each area of my life that I do things, people said, you're the hardest working. And what I find is that I haven't always set the boundaries in my life so that I can enjoy the things and people that I want to. I cried because I couldn't be in Oklahoma. And I'm telling you, because it's my nature to want to give to others. I think I get that from my mother, but as I grow older, I see more of my dad in me, and I see why he was the way he was, and he was a giver. But I see why he was so protective in the way that he was. I didn't understand it growing up, but I do now. I wish I understood it more to glean more from him. But I am a giver by nature. As a matter of fact, you want me to be happy, let me give something. Now I'm careful about how I give, but I love to give and I love to help. And what I love to do is connect people to other people that will be resources to them. That's my favorite thing to do. That's my pastime. Someone says, I need this. I say, oh, I know somebody who can give. I love connecting people, right? But I don't set healthy boundaries and say no where it will prevent me. So my schedule was jam-packed up to the point I was searching flights that I was trying to find a flight that would get me in Oklahoma in time, but still allow me to make these series of meetings that I should have said no to. I should have said no. I should have said, no, I need to be in another state celebrating my friend. Instead, I felt duty bound, as if the meeting couldn't have gone on without me, right? I felt that I needed to be there. I needed to be there. So instead, and the meeting, I was upset because the meeting wasn't worth the meeting. I did everything I could to orchestrate, as I do. I don't like meetings that aren't productive. So I like a meeting to have an agenda. And I like people to know what they're supposed to bring already done to the meeting, even if it's not my meeting. And sometimes that might come off as a little overbearing. But I think we waste too much of our lives in meetings. But yet I allowed my life to be wasted in these meetings. And somebody may not like that. Someone above may say, what are you saying? I'm saying I didn't exercise a no where it was something that I didn't want to do. And I struggle with saying no to others and yes to myself. It's something that I have to negotiate and work on all the time because a part of me wants to please people. And I bet you're like me. A part of me is a caregiver and I don't want to say no because it feels so good to say yes. But I'm really saying no to myself because the thing that serves me the highest, that fills me up the most, is supporting the people I love. That's what fills me up the most. Sure, getting my work done, building a reputation and or brand for someone who handles business, takes care of business, all of that is important to me. But what fills me up most, what serves me well the most, is supporting other people. And that's been my life story. Rather than being on the stage, which I love singing, I like to see other people on the stage. I like to know that I helped to propel someone else to fly. I've always been this way. I don't know. I can't say it's a curse because I feel so much joy and pride when I look at the young people who have gone on to do great things. I looked at the people that I've mentored and poured into, and I see where they are, and I feel amazing. And I don't feel slighted, but there are times in my life where I should say no, and you should too. And what I'm coming to is I have not fully convinced myself that I am as worthy as any other obligation that there is. I'm worthy to just be. I struggled on Monday when I awakened Monday morning not to take my work phone and check my email, which is one of the things that I would do. Typically on a Sunday night, I'm working and looking at the week, but on that morning, I'll check the email. And I looked and saw an email from somebody that I thought I should open. And I said, I'm not going to do it. But I struggled with myself for about 3 minutes about what would it hurt me. This is my birthday. It's not going to hurt me for 3 minutes to open this email. But rarely is a 3-minute email a 3-minute email. More often than not, it is a 6 minutes of thought and another 3 minutes of thoughtful response, or other actions, or lining up other actions, or delegating other actions to achieve what someone else needs that isn't an urgency or an emergency. It's an urge to please. And I want to tell you, it is time for you and I, because I've vacillated. I've been back and forth. Sometimes I'm doing great with it. Sometimes I'm not. But it's time for us to say, I choose me. Because tomorrow is not promised, and they will find another person to fill my spot. As great as I am, as handsome as I am, and all the things I think I am. And I have to release into the hands of great people like Karen, who is fantastic in our Love and Stuff community, to help to do some of the things that I hold on. And you have to do it too. I don't know if you thought there was something bigger that I was sharing, but that's huge to me. It's huge to me in April, which is our month of setting healthy boundaries inside Love and Stuff, that I can say aloud that I too am challenged and struggle with setting healthy boundaries, with saying no to others, and sometimes no to myself. Sometimes no to myself is, you don't have to work a 50-hour week. No one is making me work a 50-hour week, but I'm teaching people how to treat me because I'm available 50 hours of the week. Now, it might not be every second of the day, but you don't really get to turn it off and turn it on. And when people are emailing you at 7 and 8 at night and you're responding, you've taught them how to treat you. You haven't set a healthy boundary, if that is a boundary for you, right? Or if Saturday, as I've shared inside Love and Stuff, Saturdays, and some of the people in here know, Saturdays we could have a prayer breakfast, a funeral or two, a bar mitzvah, a wedding, a pastor's banquet, a concert, and travel out up north to sing at something else. By Sunday evening, I could have sang more times than most people sing in a quarter. And I'd go to work on Monday tired because I hadn't done anything on Saturday. I can't tell you who all of the artists are from the 90s music. Why? Because I was in church. I promise you. There's some good music from the 90s I'm still discovering. Why? There's TV shows and movies. People say, you never saw this? What was that? Because I was doing all of these busy things, never setting healthy boundaries. So I decided, because funerals have been far too many for me, I may not attend a funeral, and I certainly may not sing at a funeral, which I felt bad because of the gift to sing, but I felt overwhelmed at times when I need to go and just grieve the person that I lost to. I decided Saturdays are the Sabbath, and I'm going to get my hair cut. I'm going to co-produce a show on Love and Stuff, And anything else in the day, I'm going to have what I want to have. It was one of the healthy boundaries for me. But I felt guilty. And sometimes I still feel guilty when someone says, well, my mother wouldn't want anybody else to sing at the service but you. And I'll say, well, let me think on it. How about I get another singer who sings like me or better? Well, I don't know. Sometimes I still feel bad saying, not now. I still struggle at 53 with setting boundaries because I have to put my worthiness at the same level of everybody else's. Sometimes I have to say no to me. It's not just with my time, because I think I may be a little bit of a workaholic. It's with other people maximizing my time, right? Sometimes there are people who can solve their own problems, but I have taken on their problem, you see. So sometimes you have to say, not this time, but let me know if you don't figure it out. It's not selfish because you can't pour as much as you have been called to pour if you don't replenish for that pour. You got to replenish. And so it's tough for me because I am a giver. It's hard for me not to just say, if I see a need, sometimes I think I just have eyes to see the need. And sometimes I think, oh, I'm supposed to help fill in the need, right? But sometimes it's not about what I need to do for others. It's what I don't allow to be done for me or do for me. I struggle with me. And you might be like me. You might be giving to everything and everybody and not giving to yourself what you deserve and not keeping from yourself what doesn't serve you well. And I had to admit that at 53, I'm not at a mastery of that. And while I am grateful for facilitating the Love and Stuff community, I am walking the journey with others to set healthy boundaries. I'm learning to say no to me. All of the platforms that I'm on, you can't imagine the amount of content and time it takes. And sometimes it feels productive and sometimes not. And consistency is sometimes I could be overwhelmed. And I have to say no to me. Not another video, not another piece of content, not another recording, not another. Not now. And so I am committed at 53 because I heard a great word from another person, part of our Love and Stuff community. Cheryl Swacker O'Neal is Reverend Cheryl Swacker O'Neal. And she preached on Sunday and she preached, I'm paraphrasing her title, "You Got Living Left to Do." She was preaching from Matthew 28 and saying talking about after the resurrection that the disciples were instructed to go home. And she preached from the perspective that going home is living and work to do. You still have living to do, greater work than what has been done, but you have living to do. So I've decided at 53 that I got to say some no to things that don't serve me well, and yes to things that do, and yes to the things that I want to do because I've got living left to do. Your calls and texts and all of the things I mentioned earlier that you did got me life wasted. I was wasted on life, but I must not waste any life, right? I have living to do, and so do you. And if you believe that, I hope you do, I want you to say to yourself, and part of my living, go ahead, say it, and part of my living is setting healthy boundaries. You can't do it all. You can't be it all for everyone all the time, everywhere. Sometimes you just have to be and be okay with being. You can't do everything for everyone all the time, everywhere, everything. There are times you're going to stretch yourself. There are times you're going to burn the midnight oil. There are times you're going to have to work hard at what you're doing and find ways to work smarter. But that can't be all the time, every day, because you're going to waste your life. You're going to miss out on the small things. Now, they're big things for me. The small things are, I kiss Autumn's nose right in here. She absolutely hates it. Now that she's an adult, she didn't mind it when she was a kid. But I don't care where she is. We can be in the middle of a crowd. I'm kissing her right here as many times as I can, at least 65. And she said, Uncle, have you gotten to 65 yet? But it fills me up to know that there is some being that I have helped to shape and that is contributing in a way in this world that makes me absolutely proud. It's one of my favorite things to do. It's one of my favorite things to do, to eat food that she's cooked, knowing that I helped her to learn to cook. And sometimes she cooks some things better than I do. But if I don't make the time to do that, when it serves me well, I'm not setting healthy boundaries. If I only leave enough time to go through the drive-through to get something to eat, it doesn't serve me well to sit down with Autumn and enjoy a meal. You follow what I'm saying? You have to set healthy boundaries. Wondering what's going on in your relationship? When is the last time you sat your husband or wife down and looked them in the eye and says, I just want to be with you. I just want to spend time with you. We don't have to go to the movies. We don't have to watch Netflix. We can just chill. Let's just take a walk on the beach. Instead, okay, bye, have a good day. Okay, good night. Oh, I got to get up early in the morning. Keep saying no to your relationships and see what will happen. You got to set a healthy boundary to be able to say yes. And for yourself, you have to set a healthy boundary. A healthy boundary for yourself looks like, I used to love reading books, and I am going to set aside an hour a week until I finish that book that I said that I bought and I haven't read, because I love reading. Set a boundary. Set a boundary. If you're a foodie like me and say, for Lenten, if you go to the Love and Stuff page, you'll see I did some things around the Lenten season. I gave up pizza. It's not the first time I gave up pizza. It probably won't be the last. Pray for me. I can eat an entire pizza in one sitting. But I know it's not healthy for me to do that, right? And so carrying that forward, I might have to set a boundary to say, no, Marcus, you may not have 2 Greg's pizzas a week. You may have 4 slices in the week. No. Set a healthy boundary. No, I know I'm going into a high charge meeting, and I know I'm coming off a high charge relationship interaction. I'm saying no to that meeting because it's not going to go well for me. It will not serve me well to carry forward out of the tension that I've experienced in my personal relationship or with a colleague into a meeting that I know is going to be charged. Not now. Hey, can we push the meeting back 15 minutes? You got to set healthy boundaries. And in your self-talk, you got to set healthy boundaries. What I mean to convey is, I'm 53. And I could slice that a lot of ways, right? But where my self-talk doesn't affirm who I want to be, who I am, and where I'm going, I have to limit those voices. You know the voices telling you, you ain't gonna never have, she's not gonna fill in the phrase. whatever you're telling yourself, whatever narrative you're buying, the reason why this person isn't giving me their time is because I'm not. You need to set boundaries around the narrative that you tell yourself. And when you find yourself slipping into it and saying, you ain't gonna be able to do that. Self, let me check you. Let me check you. My boundary is I'm going to do everything that I can. And what I can't, I'm going to plan for another time to purpose it so that I can powerfully present what I need to in my life. So I'm going to take some time for the things I don't get done and plan for their purpose for later. And I'm going to tell myself that. I told you, you couldn't do this, you couldn't do that. No, I can't do everything at once, but I can plan it to get it done. And it will accomplish my purpose. I'm still going to be powerful. I'm still going to be in purpose. You have to begin to set boundaries around the narrative that you tell yourself. Now, you might not walk around thinking that you're telling yourself these things aloud every day, but you are, because you're hearing them. Others may not, but your inner monologue is on, right? And you're telling yourself what you can't do, who you can't be, what you can't accomplish. You got to start to set boundaries, especially if you're dealing with things like the imposter syndrome. You have to tell yourself when you're going in that meeting that you don't think you belong in. As soon as you start to feel though your cell membrane is starting to feel funny, it's because you're telling yourself a narrative. You're telling yourself, I don't belong in that room. And you have to tell yourself, this is not a new room for me. This is a space I fit in. I've been in this room before, not with these players, but I've been in this room before. And if God before me is more than the world against me, I'm going in this room. And I'm going in this room to accomplish, to deliver, to get the deal, to break the deal, to get out the contract, to get in the contract, to get the business. I'm going in to get the promotion. I'm going in. Whatever I'm going in for, I'm going to get it. You got to set boundaries around what you tell yourself when you're going into these power meetings, when you're going into these relationship meetings, when you're going into dialogue that you have some concern about. You got to set boundaries and say, oh, hold on. I bet my husband thinks he's going to have an argument. Oh, no, we're not about to argue. I'm about to go in there and I'm about to take the woman that I am and my husband fell in love with, and we about to walk out in victory. I'm not going to raise my voice. I ain't going to sister girl him. I ain't going to say who you think you talking to. No. I'm going to set boundaries. When I see his temperature rising, I'm going to be the thermostat and say, well, baby, you sound upset. Let's explore that. Can we explore that for a minute? I'm not your therapist, but I'm your honey. And I just wonder why you talking to me like that. You're passionate about this. You got to start to set healthy boundaries, because when you set them for yourself, when I set them for myself, then when other people engage with us, we begin to teach them how to treat us because we're treating ourselves that way. I dare you to check yourself, and I'm going to do the same. Sometimes the way we're getting treated is because that's what we've taught people, how we treat ourselves. So somebody's running all over you and you're wondering, well, why are you doing that to me? Because you're pensive with yourself. You don't know what you want. So guess what? If the world meets you and you don't tell the world who you are, guess what? The world will tell you who you are. Add relationship, add husband, add whatever. Right? Sometimes we're saying, ran all, I got bullied. Well, hold on. Is that because you presented as someone who is shiftless, who is without decision, is without constitution? Absolutely. People will take advantage of that. Will take advantage of that. And that's not to beat yourself up. That's to check yourself up, right? You can do your own self-checkup and say, is there anything I need to change for how I am, what I am attracting, what the response I'm getting? Let me go in the room differently. Let me go into this argument differently. Because you just about know, ladies and guys, when your spouse, your significant other is ready to argue. What if you checked your boundaries and said, I'm not going in to argue. I'm not going in to have a response. I got a ton of responses. I got Spitfire responses. I got neck rolling responses. I'm going in so that he can be heard and then be quiet, or she can be heard and then be quiet and listen. Don't listen to respond. Listen deeply. Listen to how he or she breathes when they're talking. Listen to how their breathing is labored when they say certain words or explain certain things. Watch how the nose flares, how the eyes roll, how the eyebrows raise. Watch their gait and moving as they're describing things. And stay relaxed and listen. Really deeply listen to them. Say, I think you're upset with me. I think I've hurt you. I hurt you, did I? I'm so sorry. That wasn't my intent to hurt you. Can I tell you what I was trying to do? I didn't accomplish it, but I'd love to tell you what I was trying to do. And then, baby, how can we fix it? Set yourself boundaries that my goal is to go in to listen and to fix, not to go in and shut down. Because you don't want to shut down relationship. Because guess what? You don't want to be shut down. I'm going to shut this down. I'm going to shut this sugar, honey, ice, and tea down. Right, fellas? Hold on. She wants to be valued. She wants to be heard. She wants her opinion to have some input into the decision made. Listen. Set a boundary. I'm going to listen to my wife and I'm going to look her straight in the eyes. And when she done, say, okay, you done fussing? And you just peck her on the lips. Nah, I don't want to talk about this right now anymore. I'm going to think about everything that you said. And can I get a response back to you tomorrow? Because I don't want to get upset about it. I don't think I agree with everything you're telling me, baby. But right now, I just want to let you know we're going to be all right. Set yourself some boundaries. Set yourself some boundaries with work. Ladies, you frying the bacon all in the pan and your husband is missing you. Now, what you want him to do with that extra time on his hands? You want him to get a second hobby? Sometimes pick up the phone in the middle of the day and say, I'm busy as heck, but I wanted you to know I'll see you later. All right, I'm gotta go. Mwah. Hang up that phone. Set boundaries that your husband is as important as your promotion. That your wife is as important as that contract. That being at your kids' games are as important as being there for your employees. And you have to find balance by setting boundaries. Because when you and I don't, we become overwhelmed. And sometimes we're moving and we're being overwhelmed and we don't know it. And we're being good, but we aren't being our best. And you and I should offer up the best of ourselves as often as we can. There's no perfect answer to it, right? But you do have to have a plan to get to balance. And that's by setting healthy boundaries. It was important for me to share that because you made me feel so amazing yesterday. And what I saw in some of the things that you shared with me reminded me that I needed to set healthy boundaries myself. I need to continue to work at it so that I don't feel high one day and miserable the next. I felt miserable. Mama V will tell you, I felt so badly that I couldn't be. I watched it along live, Darren. I watched it, but I wanted to be there. I wanted everybody in your new space to know they better treat you right because you got Negroes in Detroit who love you. I wanted to show up. And however that goes, whyever that is, I think that's just who I am. But I didn't set boundaries for work to say, this isn't what I'm doing is this. And I can set those boundaries. Sometimes I have trepidation about setting those boundaries because I feel like I'm supposed to be able to do everything. I can't do everything. But I better do the things that are meaningful to me. I only have one life to live. And while I can afford to get life wasted on your love, your encouragement, your inspiration that so filled me up, I can't afford to waste my life space. I must use it wisely. And I want to challenge you to use it wisely too. I have some video that I was going to share. I think I'm just going to repurpose that and share it because we're at 9:32 and it'll be on the page. It was from another video. I cut a nice chunk of a clip about serving you well. What are the things that you are doing, that you are involved in, that serve you well? As a part of whatever exercise you may go through in this month, I want you to consider those things. Are you doing things that don't serve you well? They don't fill you up. So not everything is going to serve you well and that is going to bring you money or prestige or those types of things, right? But it ought to fill you up. If you're volunteering at the school for a reading program, it ought to fill you up such that you fill up the kids, right? Children. Some people don't like the word kid. If you're serving in music ministry or you're serving in music secularly and you are, I got to go to this gig. That's not filling you up, my friend. Find out why and make a determination as to whether or not it serves you well. If you're in a relationship and you're like, I don't know why I deal with this. Well, why do you? Why do you if it's not serving you well? And if you're not committing to fixing it, first fixing yourself, fixing how you're being treated by treating yourself differently, and then bringing to the attention of the other person that the treatment is no longer acceptable. If you're not willing to invest the time and energy to do that, it's not serving you well, my friend. What you gonna do about it? Not saying, oh, a lot of stuff guys said, go get divorced, baby. Don't send your husband after me because I'm here for all of it. No, I'm just teasing. Don't send your husband after me though. Don't send your wife saying, he said, divorce you. I'm saying, make a determination whether or not you're going to put the energy in to fix it. That's what I'm saying. You got to come to some determination about the things that don't serve you well. If you're livid, the food that you eat to live, right? Because we're going to eat to live, not live to eat, right? So the food that you eat to live, if it doesn't serve you well, you're going to have to try something different. You have all kind of inflammation, all kind of things happening. You're going to have to do it differently, right? So that it serves you well. So I want you to watch that video. I will play it. Before we go, I want to make sure a couple quick things. I want to show you, of course, items that you can get. The Gratefulness Journey every day. You can scan that QR code and you can get the book. It is still blessing people. I'm still excited about it. It is available on Amazon, paperback or Kindle ebook if you want. It's available now, so you can scan that. I want to mention, please join the Sports Talk group. It is growing. Kamau and Felix are having a great time. I'm so proud of the work that they're doing. And if you want to support the stream in any way, feel free by clicking there, and you can definitely support us there. I want to just show you a few of the items. Of course, you already know these things are available. Excuse me, the Love Over Racism tee. I don't know if you're paying attention what is happening in our world, but our children, particularly our Black men, young men, they're going to pick their brother up at the wrong house and getting shot. They're turning in the wrong driveway and getting shot. And this is just not because it was mistaken identity. It's also because the majority is afraid of losing the power that they're losing. We are becoming more color as a country, and they are losing the majority. And fear will make you do things built out of that racist structure. And we're seeing our children mowed down in fear. Join our Love Over Racism campaign. There are a couple of the t-shirts there that are available. You can scan the QR code to get them. They come in different colors. Of course, this is Let Love Spread Like a Pandemic. We're coming out of the pandemic, but we still want love to spread. And love won't be like a deadly virus. We don't make any mockery of the virus. It was potent. It did great damage to our lives forever. We'll never forget. And the opposite of that is love will do your life well. It will overcome evil with the good through love. It's available now. Okay. Oh, that doesn't come through so good. Okay. Our Love is Front and Center is available. The t-shirt, I'm pulling out the t-shirts because it's starting to get warm, but of course you can go to the website and choose any of the items that are there. Most of them have a crew neck sweatshirt or the hoodie if you're interested in either of those. My Love is Front and Center. If you're interested in getting your love front and center, listen. People are telling me all the time, hey, I'm looking for this. I'm looking for that. I'm looking for this. My question to them is, could somebody, and my question to you, could somebody walk up to you and see that you're open to love? How do people know that you're open to love? Your love has to be front and center. And we want to help you do that so that you are open to the love and awaken to the love around you. Sometimes love is right around you, but you're not open to it. You're not awakened to it. So this is one of our brands, our Love is Front and Center. If you're like me and you got a 16 pack and you're trying to get it down to 6, this t-shirt is, it says, I have a 6-pack. I just haven't unwrapped it yet. You're welcome to get that t-shirt. And all of these come in multiple colors. And so they're available to you now. I got to show you the Sports Talk gear. Of course, they still got their hoodie and sweatshirt out there for the Sports Talk gear. We'd love for you to pick up some Sports Talk gear there. And I will, as we go to a close. And if you are in the market and looking for a position, I also do the You Coaching series. It's an on-demand series for those of you that are seeking jobs or seeking a contract. You're trying to up your game and be able to pitch yourself. This on-demand series will help you do just that. You can click that, scan it, and it will be available for you immediately. You can watch it 24/7. So it's important to us that the brands that we have are brands that you will love, brands that you can wear. So we want you to love the brand, live the brand, wear the brand. And I just want to share that with you right now before we go. What you wear says something about you, about who you are, what you believe, and what you stand for. So here in the Love and Stuff community, we wear the brand that we live, and we live the brand that we wear because we love the brand. It's all about increasing the amount of love in the world and upping our love game. And if that's what you're about, you should wear it too. That's what you're about. You should wear it too. We love the brand we wear. We live the brand. It is a wonderful brand. I also want to share with you, just before we go, 2 more quick sponsors. One of them is Blush Designs, who will be helping us with our mock wedding, and we'll be telling you more about that very soon. Ladies, if you're looking for flowers, floral arrangements for any occasion, consider Blush Designs.
Do you have a birthday, anniversary, or special event? If so, the team at Blush Design Group is here to help you make it magical and make your guest stand or sit in awe. Blush Design Group takes the preparations off your shoulders, but never out of your hands. Here at Blush Design Group, let us make your dreams come to life.
Let us make your dreams come to life. And if you want hardwood floors, Sisson Hardware does amazing work. love Ernest Sisson. He does great work, both photography and hardwood floors. And Kimberly Wagner and her partner, we love Blush Designs. And we want you to support these businesses, Black businesses in this case. All of them do amazing work. And if you do amazing work as a business owner, inbox us your video at Love and Stuff. Give us your permission to edit it because we want to make sure that we can. And we will share it in our Love and Stuff community because we are about uplifting businesses, particularly Black businesses, but small businesses. We want to help them thrive and stay alive. And we know that we need you as great customers to help support these businesses so that they can thrive in their respective industries. So thank you, Sisson Flooring, and thank Hardwood Flooring and Blush Designs. Before we go, I just want to remind you that the Gratefulness Journey every day is available. And here, MJ from Shas of Sunset shared with us a little bit from the Gratefulness Journey.
Marcus, I want to congratulate you on Love and Stuff. I really want you to know that staying grateful and understanding the power of what it is to be operating out of a space of abundance and gratitude is the most important part of every journey of every day. So Marcus June, congratulations on this book. It's on Amazon now. That makes me so proud of you and your family and me and my family, and every single person around us gets it. So good on you for bringing it into the hands and the laps and the Kindles of all the people. Okay, so we're gonna check it out. Can't wait to learn more.
Thanks, MJ. And you may know that her husband is on a gratefulness journey. He is using the power of gratefulness and gratitude to overcome his temperament issues. It's a powerful way to do that. And I certainly hope that you will consider making the purchase of the Gratefulness Journey every day. It's 3 things you're grateful for, and it will take you on a journey to transform your life. Listen, as we go to the close, if you're just joining us or if you've been watching midway through, we started sharing something that I think was of utmost for me to share at the age of 53. I'm so grateful to have made it at 53, 10:32 p.m. Eastern Standard Time last night at the Mount Carmel Hospital here in Detroit, Grace Hospital. I had to remember where I was born. I was born by the river. No, I was born 53 years ago. And I am working on setting healthy boundaries. Healthy boundaries means that you live a life that serves you well so that you can serve others well. And you can't possibly serve others well if your life does not serve you well. What are the things and people that mean the world to you? What are the things that are most important to you? Does your time reflect that? Do your boundaries reflect that? Are you important to you? Do you have healthy boundaries around your sleep, around work, around your relationships, around the relationship with yourself? I want you to spend some time reflecting on that and join us inside Love and Stuff as all month of April, we're setting healthy boundaries. We're practicing these healthy boundaries. And as I tell them inside, maybe you're not yet to saying no, but we'll teach you how to say not now so that you can set healthy boundaries in your life and live a life that serves you well. When you begin to set these healthy boundaries, other people will take notice of those boundaries. Some of them will adopt them for themselves, but at the very least, they will start to adhere to your boundaries. But how can they do that if there are none there? And you will be like me, wondering, why am I frustrated? Why am I not getting the things I really want to do that really matter to me done? Because you haven't set the boundaries in place and you haven't consistently rehearsed them, speaking the boundary language to yourself so that you honor the boundaries. We want other people to honor our boundaries, but do we honor them ourselves? I hope you will give thought to it. And I hope that if there is someone in your life who needs to hear this message, that you will click share now and that you will share the power of this message with them from a 53-year-old who just had to tell the truth about struggling with setting healthy boundaries. Join me. I think we'll get better at it. I think we'll build it into our lives in a way that will serve us and the people that we love very well. I'm Marcus Holmes. I'm the love activist. I'm advocating for better love for you and me. And when we have a better love with the quintessential love, is God, He is love. And we understand that He's willed us by His love and written love chapters to us and signed it in blood, that we will begin to love Him with all that we have and love our neighbors as ourselves. That second love, the self-love, is the neglected love. And as soon as you and I get about the business of loving ourselves, we can up our love game in our relationships, in our families, in our communities. And I hope that you will take the time to consider where you can up your love game. Have a grateful evening. I'll see you in these love streets. Again, thank you all for all of the wonderful birthday, everything. It bears repeating: every post, every like, every love, every inbox, every card, every visit, every call, every text, every cash app, every gift, every dinner, every plate, everything. I am so blessed. I'm so blessed by this community and so blessed by a God who is love. Have a grateful evening. We'll close with a bit of music. And if you want to shop, we'll put up the QR codes. We hope that you will purchase some of the Love and Stuff gear, live the brand you wear, love the brand, wear the brand. And I hope you will enjoy the brand. 35% of the net proceeds go to help those in and around our Love and Stuff community. Have a grateful, grateful evening.